The work at Muslim Advocates is really important because we have an opportunity to gather talented individuals from across the country who are responding to a call of action that are really trying to move the conversation away from the structural systemic racism that is creating inequality. And we create a space to center the voices of the Muslims in America, to challenge what we can on the legal front, to educate, to advocate.
One of the most exciting things has been that I have been met with a staff that is incredibly enthusiastic and bold about the work that they want to accomplish, and impatient and ready to get to it, which is exactly the kind of environment that you want to arrive in when you have this sort of vision that I do for the impact that Muslim advocates can have in our social justice space. So I'm thrilled about it. At the same time, I recognize that we are operating in a particularly difficult environment now, and the stakes are so high for the communities that we represent, that there's an urgency that I feel day to day in the work, and that I know our staff does as well. But we're harnessing that, and I think it's going to be the thing that gets us from this period of transition into a really great place where we are doing the kind of work that's being asked of us with vigor and vision and real impact.
I don't think there was ever a question into whether or not I was going to go into civil rights. Growing up in the community that I did, and seeing the obstacles and challenges that were faced by my family, by my peers, because of our socioeconomic status, because of our race, empowered me to do more. I knew that we had to be part of the fight, and I didn't want to be in the ranks of those who were complacent and okay with the injustices that were being perpetuated on our community. That is why I decided that I wanted to pursue a career in civil rights.
Growing up, I always watched people without power go without the same access to opportunities, the same access to rights and liberties as people with power. I was about 15, and one of my mother's friends experienced oppression, and her abuser went without any form of accountability because he had access to power and resources and she did not. And I remember thinking that day that I want to grow up and be able to participate in helping people achieve the rights and justice that they deserve. I wanted to be able to play a role in ensuring that nobody goes about causing oppression and injustice without being held accountable for it.
These are multi-generational fights that we are engaged in for our safety and security and for our future. Litigation, advocacy, a single campaign would never be enough to accomplish those. It's people that create the kind of change that we want to see. And so we have to be led by people, guided by their vision, and focused on the outcomes and the mission that they define. We have expertise, we have litigation ability, we have legislative advocacy, communication strength. But our job is to marshal those in service of a larger vision, and that's what we do.